This is this week's Newsreel from Texas Weekly. The U.S. Supreme Court this week heard a case that has a potentially big impact on Texas. Shelby County, Alabama is challenging Section 5 of the Voting Rights Act. That's the part of that act that says states with a history of discrimination have to go to the federal government for permission before they change their election laws. Texas is one of those states and has filed a friendly brief, an amicus brief in the case, asking the court to lift that law. Questions from the court, which are not always an indication of how it will go, seemed hostile to Section 5, but we'll see how that comes out. A ruling in that could come later in the summer and could change some of the outcomes of the Texas redistricting cases currently pending in court. Republican legislators told the Tribune this week that they'll stick with Rick Perry on Medicaid expansion. And we'll find out as the session goes along whether that's the ending of a conversation or the beginning of a negotiation.
But I do stand with the governor on the position that we should not accept the expansion of Medicaid under the current rules that we currently have to work under. The senator is exactly right. It's a broken system, and the place that it's most broken is the actual integrity of the safety net. You know, the physicians that are going to be willing to be part of this system is down to nearly 30% now.
Texas began preparing for a federal sequester this week that could cut funding to some services. The Obama administration put out a list of things that could be cut, including $233 million in spending on Army installations in Texas, $27 million in Air Force installations, 52,000 civilian military jobs, and almost $70 million in money that goes to schools and to teachers. Saturday is Election Day in Houston, where there's a runoff between Democrats Sylvia Garcia and Carol Alvarado in the race for the late Mario Gallegos' seat in the Texas Senate. And finally, State Representative Joe Farias of San Antonio has hit YouTube with a hat, a cane, and a very enthusiastic dance step. That's the Newsreel.